Hello everybody, welcome back to a new reading vlog. Today I plan on going to the beach with my sister. I did come back from Spain with my family yesterday and I got an awful sunburn, so I kind of want to go even it out because it's literally just like here in my arms. I did start reading Crooked Hallelujah by Kaly Ford, which is for Janani's Read in Color book club, but I'm about like 80 pages in and I'm not really enjoying it. When I picked this up, I did not realize that it was literary fiction, which is not my cup of tea. So I think I'm going to give it to about 100 pages before I decide to DNF it. And I had been catching up on YouTube and vlogs because I hadn't been able to do so. And I saw that Gabby had read Hide, which you're actually on top of right now, by I think Kirsten White or Lala's book club, but she gave it 1 star and we typically have the same thoughts on books, so I think I'm just gonna like put it aside for now. It's not gonna be the top priority even though it is a library book. I brought with me 1 book on my trip and I read the entirety of it, The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang, which I really enjoyed and I'm giving it 4 stars. I read like the last 300 pages on the plane, which is shocking because I was like the first time I've ever read on a plane, but I was just loving this so much. I might give it 4.25 now that I'm thinking about it because I did enjoy it more than The Poppy War, which I also gave 4 stars. If I do enjoy Crooked Hallelujah, obviously I'll continue it at the beach. However, I have 4 other choices. There's just 2 romance books and 2 fantasy books that I put up a poll on my Instagram. We'll see how it goes though. These are the 2 romance books: One Night on the Island by Josie and How to Fail at Flirting by Denise. And then obviously Burning God, which is the 3rd and last book in the Poppy War series. And I also have Jade Legacy, which is very big, which is also the last installation in the Greenbone saga. Otherwise, I don't have too many library books also that need to get read. Maybe I can start Ace. I need to film my mid-year book freakout tag also. I'm like extra sweaty. I just finished filming, but I have a package that arrived while I was away that I want to unbox. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. It's my pre-order of House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. My nails are like way too long for me to be doing this. Oh my god. Yay! This is one of my most anticipated releases of the year. And I hope it's good because I really didn't like his release last year. I don't even know what this is about. I honestly just pre-ordered it because I knew that Riley Sager is one of my favorites and I love his thrillers. I guess I'll be reading this in this vlog because how can I not? While filming, I decided my TBR a little bit and I'm going to DNF Crooked Hallelujah because I said I wanted to get to 100 pages, but I can't get there. I honestly just have no motivation to pick her up. I just wanted to come in and say hi because I didn't do an update at all today. I'm okay. I actually just finished watching the entirety of The Summer I Turned Pretty. I just like binged the whole thing because it came out like a little before we were leaving for Spain. I really love that book series and Belly also just really reminds me of myself, but the last episode just fucking killed me and it brought up a lot of sad memories. I won't say why or anything because I feel like it spoils it a little bit for the book and for the show as well, but I'm so glad that Jenny Han was a part of this because this adaptation is so great. Even the changes, like, I'm really happy with. I will say though that in my head I don't think that like the adaptation Conrad is that cute. Personally, I think Jeremiah is cuter. I think Steven might be the cutest, but he does have a baby face. And I will also say that I liked show Cam a lot better than book Cam because I was like so hardcore team Conrad and I was like, ew, who's Cam? I can't wait for the new season. And I love Lola Tung. I just love this cast a lot. I think that the actress who plays Susanna is like a knockoff Reese Witherspoon, even her energy. And the mom, who I'm so sorry I don't know anyone's names, I love her voice. She's like so calming and I like cried so much that I almost couldn't see what was going on, and for a little while I like couldn't breathe through my nose. But I am going to be starting a new book. I did start Ace last night and I only read like 20 pages. I kind of wish that I had a physical copy so that I could annotate it because it's nonfiction. I think in terms of books, I'm going to read Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier. Paris Peralta is being arrested in her own bathroom because her hands are covered in blood and holding a straight razor, and her celebrity husband is dead in the bathtub. She knows that everything around her is kind of crumbling. She has a dark past that she's trying to keep hidden, and she's wondering if she can do so. That's like what I know about it. And I'll have like the specific date of when this book is supposed to come out, but this edition is so cool because it glows in the dark. This was an anticipated read for me, so this is an arc. Thank you so much, Minotaur Books. I also wanted to say that last night, I started Snowdrop on Disney Plus because I realized that I needed to make use out of it because I am paying for it. It's a K-drama. It's sort of like historical fiction. I think it's taking place in like the 80s. I don't think I'll end up having an upload for this week because it's like Tuesday. And I've been reading one book this whole vlog, Things We Do in the Dark. I think I can finish it today, honestly, because I have this little left. But this is the arc that's coming out in like 2 weeks, and it's really good. There is also a podcaster that is following this other story of the Ice Queen, Ruby, who is in jail for murder, but she's like ready to come out for parole, who's following that story, and that honestly is a podcast that I would follow. It seems like two separate storylines because I couldn't figure out the connection between Ruby and Paris, and for the longest time I thought I figured out who Paris was, but there's a good twist that came up just when I was like, I think I have everything. It wasn't much, but I did finish finally of Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier last night, and I'm giving it 3.75 or maybe even 3.5 because the ending was not for me. I was able to figure out the twist like right before it happened, which I kind of loved, but it wasn't exciting. It wasn't spicy enough, and I was kind of disappointed by it for a lot of reasons, which we'll get into spoilers, so I won't really say, but I still think that this was a really great time reading this, and I definitely will be looking at other books written by Jennifer Hillier. I think it was a good introduction to her. I would definitely recommend. I believe it's coming out on June 19th, and I am extending this vlog because today I don't have an upload. I did manage to get a picture of it glowing in the dark last night. It's not the best picture, but you can still kind of get the idea, so I think it's a really cool concept. My sister and I are going to the beach, so I'm taking with me 2 reads, mainly probably this one, How to Fail at Flirting by Denise Williams, because it's an easy, quick romance. Professor Naya is convinced by her friends to just have a no strings attached hookup, which is something that she never really does. Then there's Jake, and Jake makes her laugh and challenges her, makes her feel a lot better than her apparently abusive ex-boyfriend. Their no strings attached hookup just becomes a little bit more complicated, so Naya can either protect her professional reputation, go back to her old life, or feel like she's alive again with Jake. This has been on my TBR shelf for a few years now, so I want to get to this. And the second book that I'm bringing is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, which came out like a few weeks ago. One of my Instagram friends was reading this and had something to say about it, so I got really excited and wanted to pick this up, and I think it's good to have options, so I'm gonna get dressed. I'm now ready for bed. I'm obviously home and I'm showered. Forgot to put sunscreen on my butt, so I'm like severely sunburned that I could barely sit through dinner. But at the beach, I started to read How to Fail at Flirting, and I read about 110 pages of it, which is a decent amount, but it's really good so far, and it's really cute and sweet as a romance should be. But the only thing is that there are on-page flashbacks of the abusive boyfriend. He's both verbally and a little bit physical with her, and it can be really jarring reading that. She's like climbing back out of the hole that he dug for her. It's really hard for her to try to open up about that and accept compliments and reassurance and stuff like that from Jake. That part can be really jarring, especially because like everything else is kind of lighthearted.
Hello.
Hello. I've been icing my butt like all morning. I took the rest of the morning to finish How to Fail at Flirting while I was working. I think I read like 43% of it yesterday, and I basically finished the rest of it today. So I think I have like 170 pages under my belt. I'll have the page count of this plus Things We Do in the Dark in a little bit, but I'm giving this 4 stars. I did say that the on-page abuse was a lot because it does come up because the boyfriend is still in the same line of work as Naya. He is there, and it gets really intense. I feel like it's important to note that going into this if you do require trigger warnings, but I still really enjoyed this. I'm really happy for Naya. I was really happy for her coming out for Shell. She had this to-do list that her friends created for her to kind of help her, as they say in the book, bring up the volume of her life because it has been turned down since her abusive ex, and I like that sort of throughout it she is checking things off as well as adding things to it to help her get back to her normal self. I think Jake is like a little bit generic. I kind of just loved Naya and Felicia. I mean, I did like Naya and Jake together and I thought they went well together, but he was a little bit more on the bland side as opposed to Naya, but still really enjoyed giving this 4 stars. Over the weekend I will be taking with me The House Across the Lake. Now I am scared. My Instagram friend finished it. She said she couldn't put it down in like a bad way, I think. I don't know her final rating, but I'm still like really nervous, so I did tell her that I would be going into this with 0 expectations. I have no idea what this book is about. I just know that, as usual, this is split into the before and the now. Casey is a recently widowed actress escaping a streak of bad press, and she goes to her family's lake house in Vermont, and across the lake she is people watching a couple, Tom and Catherine Royce, a glamorous couple. Tom is a powerful tech innovator and Catherine is a former model. One day on the lake, Casey saves Catherine from drowning and they become friends, and the more that she is watching them and getting to know Catherine, Casey is realizing that Tom and Catherine's marriage isn't what it appears. It just says Catherine suddenly vanishes, and I'm gonna stop reading there. I don't want to know what else. I do love that name, Casey. Not just because there was a boy in middle school that I liked named Casey. This is the book that I will be enjoying, and I'm also like wearing this for the first time. I'm really happy. I got this in Spain. She's so summery and cute. Shows off the tan that I got. Hopefully not the peeling. I'm excited to start reading this, and my ass hurts now, so I'm gonna stand up. I did have a few DNFs, I think 1 DNF, but so far I've completed like 1 book. This seems ridiculous, but my page count's like 803. I'll have a proper one at the end of this vlog, but I'm like confused about where this book began, honestly. I didn't sit down like all of yesterday except for the train ride because it's so long. It was, you know, it was okay. She still hurts. I'm still icing her, but yesterday I definitely read over like 250 pages because I finished How to Fail at Flirting. I read 80-ish pages of House Across the Lake. My Instagram friend Kaly was, you know, making me feel left out, so I started this, and it's a strong start. However, it's giving me a lot of it's already been done before vibes. You know, it's very Girl on the Train, Rear Window, which is very odd because the book referenced that movie. Casey, I forgot her name, is like privileged, rich, white actress who is like spiraling downward. She's an alcoholic. Then there's like, of course, this young model that's like right across the lake, more intriguing. People's lives are interesting. There might be a possible love interest. I don't really know. So far, not bad. But, you know, like I said, it's everything that I've seen before, and I'm afraid because I didn't really like Survive the Night that maybe Riley Sager peaked and he's just not going to do so well, so we'll see. Today's plan is to finish, or actually this morning's plan is to finish this before I leave for work. I have been doing like the tiniest bit of reading so far today. There is a new twist. I am excited about this twist because I figured it out like right as I started to read the now part, and I was like thinking when the before ended, I was like, what if this? And then it happened, which makes me feel very good. I feel very clever. I love when that happens. I'm also very tired. I've had like 5 hours of sleep. I'm pretty sure I took a melatonin last night and it somehow just did not kick in. Eyes are heavy. I'm like waiting for another twist. I feel like it could go 2 different ways. Now I'm like a little bit more intrigued, which is better because it's, I think, changing things. I'm on page 246. I get what my friend was saying. Riley Sager is unwell. I don't get this twist. There's a new twist. Good twist this time. But still, the previous twist No. No, no, no. I finished it. I don't know what to rate this because I'm at a loss for words. And I get it. You can only get it if you've read the book. And I maybe like 3 because, you know, new things were introduced by this author. Like, this author has never done these things. And, you know, maybe if it was marketed that way, I wouldn't be so shocked and concerned. Just warn a gal and it would have been fine. And I would have been excited. And I would have been like, yes, take me there, because this is an autobiography for me. I'm right there with you. But maybe also it's my fault because I went into this without knowing anything or anything at all. But I don't know. No one said anything. So I'm confused. And I'm gonna start a new book, so I feel like it might be proper to like end the vlog here because I'm so fucking tired. But I'm pretty sure I've read 3 books and I DNF'd 1, and I'm still reading Ace. Maybe I'll just continue to read that tonight and then I'll end off the vlog tomorrow because I need to edit this as well. But I'm just like confused, very, very confused. Alright, it is the next day and I did start a new book that I will not be including as part of this vlog because I'm finishing it off. I did a total page calculation, and even though I think this vlog was like basically 2 weeks, I read 1,249 pages. And as for the recap of books, because I did have a DNF, it gets a little bit confusing for me at least. I started Crooked Hallelujah, DNF'd that, and then I'm still reading Ace, What Asexuality Reveals About Desire, Society, and the Meaning of Sex by Angela Chen. I do need to dedicate more time to that. It's just a lot because it's nonfiction, so I feel like I should be taking my time with it, but I don't want to keep it out from the library for too long. But I still am reading that. I read Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier, which was an arc, and I'm giving it 3.75 stars just because of the ending. I also read How to Fail at Flirting by Denise Williams, which I gave 4 stars. Romance is definitely the genre to go to for reading at the beach. I finished this vlog with The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, which I think I decided on giving it 3.5 stars. It wasn't the worst book. I enjoyed it up to a certain point, and you know, he got an idea and ran with it. I feel like I still will definitely buy his books and probably he'll be an auto-buy author for me, but I feel like the expectations are a little bit lower because I definitely like the first 3 books of his, like Final Girls. From Survive the Night, it kind of was just like, oh, okay, which isn't too bad because that's like the most 2 recent books. That's the vlog. I'm like debating whether or not I want to start a new vlog really soon, but thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!